Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Myself, Muhammad Ubaidullah, belongs to batch number 51. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to this beautiful evening. Let's come and join me. Let's have a deep dive into Pervez Musharraf's memoir, In the Line of Fire. Exploring his life, leadership and perspectives on the keynotes happened in Pakistan, including his leadership. Let's move towards his journey from army officer to a president. Let's talk about his military career. He was a commissioned Pakistan army officer and still, he is the number one SSC commando of a Pakistan military. He has gained the many distinctions in military operations. Now coming towards the rise to power. He staged on a coup in 1999 and overthrowing Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif and becoming the country's chief executive. Now let's talk about the major chapter of his memoir, the Kargil conflict. Let's talk about the background. The Kargil conflict was a major military clash between Pakistan Army and Indian Army. The military strategy of Pervez Musharraf was the decisions of the conflict and especially the military operations. Aftermath, the conflict impacted relations between Pakistan and India. Both the countries are highly affected by this conflict and Pakistan faced many global issues. Let's talk about the major incident that happened in the world, 9/11 and war on terror, the turning point. The turning point was when the US president in 2011 threatens Pakistan that if Pakistan not support the United States, he will file a case against Pakistan in United Nations and they will consider the Pakistan as a terrorist. Alliances formed. The General Pervez Musharraf supported United States with his intelligence and in war against the terrorism. And the challenges faced by Pakistan was all internally and externally. Let's have a talk about the complex relationship with extremists. Number one, Taliban. Musharraf reveals the intricate and sometimes strained relationship between Pakistan and Taliban. Al-Qaeda. Musharraf wants to dismantle Al-Qaeda's presence in Pakistan, facing both internal and external pressures. Balancing act. He highlights the challenges of combating extremism while navigating complex regional politics. Now, let's talk about his modernization and stability for Pakistan. Economic reforms. Musharraf's books describe his economic policy and modernizing Pakistan's infrastructure and boosting the economy. He wants the political stability, facing challenges from various groups of politics and ethnic groups. Social progress of Musharraf was to promote education, healthcare, and upliftment in Pakistan. The state of emergency and resignation of Musharraf imposed a state of emergency in 2007, and after that escalating crisis. The move of this emergency led protests, further straining relations with judiciary and opposition. Resignation and exile. Musharraf resigned as a president in 2008. Now let's talk about the exile and legal challenges. Musharraf returned to Pakistan in 2013, but faced numerous legal challenges, including treason charges, house arrest. He placed under house arrest in 2014, further escalating tensions between him and Pakistani government. Trials and appeals. He dragged on for years with trials and appeals, leaving his future uncertain. Reflections and legacy of General Pervez Musharraf, late. He was a leader. Basically, he was a dictator and still believed in a democracy. Musharraf's book offers a first-hand account of leadership during a turbulent area in Pakistan's history. Number two, challenges. He faced too much challenges from terrorism to economic instability and his attempts to address them. At last, legacy. Musharraf's legacy remains a subject to debate. While some of us support him, praise him, and among us there are few people who criticize him. With this, I thank you all.